Pretty nice night out here in Michigan right now. Not that cold. Feels actually nice out for a change. I'm gonna wait for a few of you to get on here because what we're gonna talk about tonight is important. Um, it has consequences to all of us. It should be a lesson for all of us. I'm gonna wait for Eddie to get on here. Wait for my brother Joe, my brother Darren. I got the pole barn. I'm getting there. I have to come outside to do these lives. Don't get enough signal. We got one person watching. Leave a comment. There's my brother. There's my other brother. How do I join? I can try to bring you on. Let me see. I don't know how to do any of this. Joe, I don't know how to bring you on live with me, brother. I'm new to all this. I'm not seeing how I can do that. I just hope you guys are doing well. I'm looking forward to our 2A rally in Hillsdale coming up. Copy that, brother. You'll be in the chat. How do I make somebody my moderator? I don't know how to do that either. Go to sleep. No, don't want to. Get my cheese. What? You people are hilarious. We got some haters on here tonight. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Eddie to get on here before I kind of start talking about what this poor man's going through, and it's a shame what this former veteran of 17 years is going through. Man, these are some stupid comments on here. I'm not even gonna acknowledge them. Hey, Scotland. Hell yeah, that's the Highlands of Scotland, Clan Gun. Give you some advice. What advice do you want, Elliot? There's some really questionable people on here tonight. I appreciate all my haters too. You guys are actually my biggest fans. I'm not very wise. I'm just experienced. I've lived a life. But I try to educate myself as best as possible because knowledge is power. Now I'm getting a bunch of things popping up saying messages are under review. That's not my doing. I won't censor anybody's freedom of speech. That's not what I believe in. I believe in our First Amendment, and that's for everyone, even if I don't like what they have to say. But the haters on here, that shit's funny to me. I wasn't in the service. Eddie I don't even really know how to pronounce his last name. He's a former 17-year vet who is facing felony charges here in the state of Michigan for concealed carry in his truck when he didn't have a CPL. He was open carrying in his truck. But there's a lot to talk about tonight, people. I'm waiting on Eddie to get in here. That way he can add to what I took notes, but this was over a phone call I had with him about an hour ago. So, yeah. Click their name to make them a moderator. Copy that, brother. I'll try. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out all on another day. We're just going to let this one roll. Thanks. I do have a pretty amazing beard. 22 inches long. Been growing it for about 6 years now, going on 7. Landon Miller, okay. What's up? Well, what we're talking about is how a poor man is facing prison time for simply exercising his Second Amendment and his right to defend himself. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. I'm just waiting to see his name pop on here. He doesn't go by Eddie on YouTube, but I'll know it when I see it. But let's just give you a little insight on Eddie and who he is. He's a former councilman of Warren City. He's a 17-year vet. He started out as MP and worked his way up to military investigation. I have that in my notes somewhere. He ran for county sheriff in Montcalm County. He placed 3rd in the running. Hey, Patriots. Hell yeah, we need more Patriots. This country is in sore need of patriots and people who love their country and people who understand their rights. What is the Bill of Rights? What does that do? What is that supposed to do? It's to protect our rights. It's to chain the government from overreach. The founding fathers knew what they were doing. Yeah, this happened in Warren City, I believe, back in April of 2023 is when he got pulled over, and all this crap started happening to this poor guy. Yeah, all over carrying a pistol in your truck, facing 5 years in prison because he didn't have a CPL. Now, he went on and talked about all these laws and bills. I tried to keep up and take notes, but that was virtually impossible. That's why I'm waiting on him to get in here so he can elaborate a little bit more. I'm just here to help tell his story. I wish I could go live with him so he could be telling his story, but I'm just trying to do something to help this man out. He goes to court Monday, this upcoming Monday, to face these charges. Pray for him, wish him the best, whatever it is you do. But this man could use our help. Egghead, huh? Nice and shiny. Yeah, some of these comments are hilarious. I wish I knew how to keep all these comments on here when I actually download the video. See, I actually have to go uptown and use Wi-Fi to process these videos. Shall not be infringed. Absolutely. Absolutely. America needs Harris to stay in office as long as, yeah. I hope you're joking about that. Wow. Oh, this happened in Michigan back in 2023. Midwest Perspective and Jessica, Joe, you guys comment in here. Let people know kind of what's going on too. Well, anyways, I'll get this started. And we'll wait for Eddie a little bit longer. I told him I was doing this at 8:30. So, but anyways, from some of the notes I took from him, like I was saying, he's a former councilman for Warren City. He ran for Montcalm County Sheriff. He's a 17-year veteran. He's disabled, and he was charged for carrying a concealed weapon after a traffic stop back in 2023, April. He was on his way from church to the store, and then he was pulled over and boxed in by the police. Okay. Now, he told me he fully cooperated, let them know that he had a pistol on his side, gave him all his information. See, this started over a license plate. Apparently, Michigan signed a bill, for combat veterans and disabled veterans to have non-expiring plates. Okay, so he tried to explain that to the officers, and I don't really know how that all turned out, but what I do know is that when he disclosed the information that he had a pistol on his side, it was a stub nose 38. He had 2 speed reloaders on him. He was told to get out of his van. He fully cooperated, hands out the window, complied. They removed his firearm and his speed loaders, impounded his car, and arrested him and charged him with a felony. Okay. All over this, apparently all started over a license plate because he is a combat veteran and it's non-expiring. And apparently Benson didn't send out the proper tags or something of that nature. Failed to send out the new tabs, is what he told me. Okay, apparently that case was threw out against him. The license plate, the expired license plate, Bill 5678 of 2022, the non-expired plates of no change. So he had insurance, he had his registration, he just didn't have the proper tag apparently on his vehicle, and that's what initiated the stop in the first place. Yep. This man, 17 years in the military of law enforcement, and all his firearms were legally registered. He did nothing wrong other than wanting to protect himself. That's all he wanted to do. Now, shouldn't your vehicle be part of like your home? Like when you're traveling on public roads, shouldn't you have the right to defend yourself? The Second Amendment is about defending yourself. I'm still waiting to see Eddie jump on here. We'll read some of these comments for a minute. No, he did not have a CPL. Private property, right? Your vehicle should be considered private property. It's, yeah. Well, anyways, he went on to say something about in 1927, the Jim Crow Act to prevent monetized from changing and carrying motorized vehicles from carrying weapons. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like I said, I was trying to take notes while I was listening to him on the phone. It wasn't that easy. He had a lot to say, a whole lot going on with this man. The Fourth Amendment, absolutely. The right to travel. Are you on here yet, Eddie? I mean, I'd like for you to explain to the people what you're going through and what actually happened. I mean, but yeah, apparently he was boxed in and then arrested for having a bad tag. But he also went on to say that this possibly could be political because he was a councilman and a Republican. Who knows? But shouldn't we all have a right to defend ourselves no matter where we go? Without a permit, without a permission slip from the government? Oh, he's stuck at Walmart because it just got robbed. Holy shit. Wow. That is that's crazy, brother. Well, it don't look like Eddie's going to be joining us right now. Wow. Yeah, it kind of sounds like somebody wanted him roughed up. Intimidation tactics, for sure. For sure. But this man is a 17-year veteran uh, who gave a lot and sacrificed a lot for his country. He was hurt in an ID explosion, and that's why he's disabled. He doesn't have the funds for an attorney. His attorney dropped out and quit on him because they didn't want to take up a Second Amendment case. There's a lot of lawyers out there like that. No backbone. There's a strange smell coming from New York. I have no idea. I'm here in Michigan. Man, who knows what they're doing anymore? But I wanted to just help get Eddie's story out there a little bit, and because he cited off some laws and some case laws and stuff that I couldn't write down fast enough about how you don't need a CPL to travel in your vehicle because it's an extension of your home. Um, I'm going to get more into that. I'm going to do some research, but I was hoping Eddie could get on here and tell you all about these bills, about these laws, because this is a very well-educated man, very well-spoken man. He's a year older than I am, and he's facing 5 years in prison for exercising his constitutional right for self-protection, to defend himself or others if needed. Now, that's the country we're living in now, when law-abiding citizens are sent to prison for using the Constitution of the United States, for following the Constitution of the United States. It's all these oath breakers who are the ones committing the crimes. It's not us law-abiding citizens. Gun laws only encourage criminals to be worse criminals. So what are your guys' thoughts on this? I'd like to hear some of your guys' perspective on this. How important is your Second Amendment to you? If your Second Amendment is important to you, give me a hell yeah on here. Comment hell yeah. If you support your Second Amendment. barely made it out. Man, I hope he's okay. Do you guys know what Walmart that happened at? Where he got robbed? I see some 2A people in here. Okay, the class unconstitutional. All right, February 4th, Hillsdale County. Copy that, brother. Exactly. The founding fathers never intended us to have permission slips. The Second Amendment was created when the redcoats came around and started raping and pillaging and burning and killing people. Uh, that's when the Second Amendment became a thing. Because when they stood up and started voicing and using their First Amendment, they realized they needed a Second Amendment. And that's why the founding fathers put the Second Amendment in the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights is to keep a chain on the government from government overreach. Absolutely. I feel he was absolutely he was fully in deed of his rights. He was everything he did, except he did not have his permission slip, and that's why he is looking at 5 years in prison. 5 years in prison. There's people out there that do horrible shit to people and they get less time than that. And all this guy was doing was open carrying in his vehicle, his own personal vehicle, driving down a public road from church. Oh, yeah, and he lost his business. Um, this poor guy has been through a lot. And he's gonna continue to go through a lot because he goes to court Monday. I didn't get a chance to fully talk to him to see if he was looking at sentencing on Monday or if it was just court. But either way, 5 years for carrying a pistol on your side in your vehicle, man, that seems a little extreme to me. This dude is talking into a tiny little black hole. What does that mean? No, they definitely don't like it when you know your rights. Absolutely not. That's why I am so thankful that I have a constitutional sheriff as my sheriff, Darley. Oh, this man was also, Eddie was also part of the Constitutional Sheriffs Association or something like that. I mean, this man's a patriot. I mean, he served his country for 17 years. And now he's a felon and lost his gun rights because he had a pistol on his side in a vehicle. See, here in Michigan, we have open carry. Like, as soon as I get out of a vehicle, if I didn't have my CPO, I could unlock my save box, put my pistol on my side, and conduct my business. But you can't have it on you in your vehicle without a permission slip. He's on their list then. Um, I think if you speak out or you support your Second Amendment, well, we're all on a list because everything you buy is registered. You get run through the NFAC, the NICS check. 1911s and Smith and Wesson revolvers. I like my 1911s. Absolutely. I was really hoping Eddie could join us tonight, people, because his story is truly a wake up call to how bad our rights have been infringed upon, um, how we're not such a free people anymore, how the 2A community says we look out for each other, but we don't. We keep allowing all these unconstitutional gun laws to be passed. I mean, I guess that's just where we're heading. And I don't like it. Now, is Trump going to authorize or sign an executive order for national concealed carry? Who knows? But you shouldn't even need any of that, because the Constitution is the law of the land, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution. The Second Amendment, you shouldn't need a permission slip to exercise a right that is yours from birth. It's not a privilege. Like driving is not a privilege, it's a right. But yet, we have to pay to play, I guess. The whole system is designed to control us. It's designed to put fear into us. Yeah, watching from England. Nice, thank you. But us Americans, we need to remember how and why we fought for our independence in the first place, and how we got our independence in the first place. Our founding fathers today would have been considered domestic terrorists. But yet they built this great country. They gave us these rights because they knew one day that greedy and people who seek power and control, it would happen again. Because history repeats itself over and over and over and over. Who can help me? What do you need help with? Yeah, I can try to set this up again with them for sure. Absolutely. I hope he's okay. I mean, I just literally got off the phone with the man roughly an hour ago or so, probably not even that long ago. You have cancer. I am so sorry to hear that. It's your wallet. I think we're all feeling the pinch a little bit. This inflation. I mean, the price of eggs, $8 for a dozen eggs. Man, get out of here. I'll probably be getting some chickens this year. Really was hoping Eddie was going to get on here tonight. But I do appreciate you all watching, because that means you're all a little concerned with what is happening. Copy that, brother. Appreciate it. How would you be able to follow this case? I'd probably Google his name and find out, or I can get back in contact with him. Like I said, this got through at me early this afternoon from a buddy on here, my buddy Joe. I called the man, talked to him, talked to Eddie for a while, and then came out here and started doing this live. But yeah, I can definitely retouch up on this topic for sure. I appreciate you guys tuning in. These live videos and stuff, these are all new to me. Um, I'd rather be out doing something than talking about it. But right now, hey, this is what we're doing, and I'm having a good time. I see a Norway flag. Heathens. All right, I'm going to ask my Norway friends on here, how do you guys feel about Trump wanting to buy Greenland? I think it's for all the natural gas that's untapped. So, where's everybody from? Moved to India from Ohio. Okay. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm glad you have my back. We all need to have each other's back because it is probably only going to get worse. Yes, Greenland belongs to Denmark. And yeah, and the Danes, you don't want to mess with the Danes. East Muskegon, Arizona, England, awesome. Florida, Michigan, right on. I like seeing this. You know, this is the new way for us to get our message out to each other is by doing videos like this. Before, you'd meet up in a tavern and you would talk. That's how our founding fathers did it. I believe they would meet up at a place called the Green Dragon, if I'm not mistaken, and talk and devise and uh, come up with the plan to create the United States of America. Pennsylvania, New York. I appreciate you liking this channel. I really do. And if I'd have started this channel back in 2015, when I first got started doing everything, I'd probably have 1 million subs. New Buffalo, Michigan. I've been there. I've been all over the state rallying for our Second Amendment, standing up for people's rights so they could exercise their First Amendment without the threat of being assaulted by like dumbasses like Antifa. Man, some of them guys were good times though. I had good times. I had a good 10 years. Yeah. Like and share, people. Like, share, and sub. That would be nice. Because us Second Amendment supporters, us freedom loving Americans, we gotta stick together. I mean, that's all we have. We have each other. Um, you guys all know that there's I don't know if it's a bill or a law or what it is, but the police are under no obligation to protect you. It is your duty to protect yourself and your loved ones. That's why we have a Second Amendment. And that's why the Second Amendment is so important to me. The Second Amendment gives me a way to defend myself against whatever. I mean, whether it's aliens or boogeyman or, whatever. I should be able to have that right to defend myself, no matter what. You all should have that right to defend yourself. I believe in an armed society as a polite society. Need to wake up Odin and Thor. I think they're watching. I think they're paying attention. Um, I've asked for Odin's advice and wisdom, and Thor always has protected me. So I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, we the people. That used to mean something. We the people. What does that mean anymore? I mean, I got people on here who was giving me shit who I would protect and stand up for if needed. So, yeah. Looks like we got a couple people from England in here. Norway, though. I'd love to visit Norway. That is one thing I would like to do before I go is see Norway, because that's probably the most beautiful country out there. It's cold and mountainy and just make you feel like a man. Show us your awesome tats. Well, I got Jormungandr, got my family motto. That's clan gun. People from Norway will understand that. This is my family motto I created because I'm a Robinson. I have Fenrir. I have some Ravens. Got the warrior mark for tier. I got my MLM in runes. That spells out my last name. Yeah, I got quite a few tats. Gungnir, Odin Spear. Um, Half my back's tatted. I got tat on my neck. Uh, yeah, it got addicting there for a minute. Um, I love ink though. Look forward to getting back to seeing my artist real soon. Norway's on your bucket list too. Oh yeah. Greetings from Poland. Hey, how you guys? How you doing over there? Uh, I heard that your Poland's military was ramping up and preparing for a war with Russia. Is there any truth to that? You're welcome in Norway, guys. Hey, we'd love to come visit you. I know I would. I'd probably never come back. I know I'd probably have to give up my Second Amendment, but you might not need it over there as much as you need it here. I mean, America's become a dangerous place, a very, very dangerous place. I mean, the guy that was supposed to be on this video tonight was at a Walmart and it got robbed. And that's why he's not on this live stream in the chat right now. That's why Eddie is not on this chat, is because he was at Walmart and it was robbed. I'm so glad I don't live nowhere near the city. I see a lot of people on here commenting, and that's really cool. I hope you guys are all subscribed. Help me build this channel. Help me build our channel, because I'll talk about anything you guys need me to talk about. If you feel there's a topic that needs to be brought to attention or to light, I'm not afraid. The only thing that I'm afraid of is failure. Failure is something that terrifies me. I want to leave behind a legacy that my kids and my grandkids can be proud of. That's part of my driving force. This showed. These comments are coming in quick now. Yeah, he moved out of Grand Rapids in 2023. Uh, we was in GR right before it rioted when Antifa and BLM showed up and all those buses and uh, pretty much destroyed downtown GR. What did Eddie do to get arrested? He was carrying a pistol on his side without a CPL in his van and got pulled over um, because they thought his tags was expired. So they arrested him and impounded his van, and now he's facing 5 years in prison for carrying a pistol on his side, for exercising his constitutional right, basically, to self-defense. What is your country name? I'm not sure what you mean by that. The United States is where I'm at. I'm located. I live in Michigan. I'm just a small town. I'm just a small town guy. I live in a very, very small town. Not many people even heard of it. I live in the middle of the woods. I have no neighbors for probably a mile or two in either direction, all four directions. I'm surrounded by woods. Michigan used to be awesome. Michigan could be awesome if we elected the right people. See, it's about who we elect to look out for our interest. And that's why we got to put pressure on our representatives and our senators and our congressmen to, one, stop imposing on our rights, and two, to stick up for us, to stand up for the people, because we elected you to do that. That is what your job is. What is my religion? I practice Odinism. I believe in the old ways. It just makes more sense to me. To me, I don't care what you practice or what you believe in, as long as you're a good person and you use whatever gives you strength to do good things, I'm all for it. Being a good person is all a choice. Now, there is just good and evil out there. I mean, that's one thing that we all know is real. There is good and there is evil. There's good people and there's evil people. But I think most people are good-hearted people. I think most people are just sick and tired of all the bullshit happening. Thomas Jefferson and Ronald Reagan, best presidents of all time. I wasn't around for Thomas Jefferson, but and I was pretty young when Reagan was alive, so there was president. I don't really remember much of him, but I do remember him. Back in the day, we had an SKS on the back of the tractor. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sitting on a Kubota tractor right now. It's what I use so to sit on and do these videos. I have my pistol on my side. Yeah, most of us just want to be left alone and left in peace. Absolutely. But when your peace and your ability to be a free and your rights are being infringed upon, you have to act. You have to defend them. That's why our Second Amendment has been infringed upon since 1934, because people failed to act back then because they didn't realize that the trickle effect was going to end up where it is today. I wish I could read these comments a little better. This lighting. Los Angeles, California City, this condition is fire jungle. Yeah, California was set on fire, whether it was done by arsonist or possibly a direct energy weapon, who knows? There's something more behind them fires in California than just wildfires. But I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. Well, that is really a shame, though, that Eddie couldn't be on here to join us. It's really a shame. The poor man is going through enough. Now he's got to deal with a store being robbed. And you wonder why he carried a pistol on his side. So he was in Walmart while it was being robbed. Okay, now if he was still able to carry, and this person who robbed Walmart was looking to hurt somebody or threatening people with a firearm, and maybe he could have prevented it. Hopefully nobody got hurt. But the way things are going, this goes worldwide. The whole world seems like it's kind of gone mad because greedy ass politicians think they know best. They think they know what we the people want. They think they know what's best for you and me. I know what's best for me. They don't. Yeah, I get what you're saying, J-Dog, but there's a law apparently in Michigan um, that says that you can travel inside your vehicle because it's part of your home, like your castle doctrination. Um, I wish I'd had more time to write down that, and that's why I was wishing Eddie could have joined on because he could have explained to you why he didn't have a CPL and why he was carrying in his vehicle without a CPL. There's a case law. This man he's a very intelligent guy. This guy is smart. He's way smarter than me. Just a shame he couldn't really be on here tonight. Donald Trump, what went to? Yeah, you're supposed to have your permission slip, your CPL to carry in your vehicle. Yes, that is not that is yeah, that's common knowledge. But as a true constitutionalist, as Eddie is, he felt that that was an infringement on his constitutional right. I mean, we're talking about a 17-year veteran of military police who ran for county sheriff, who was a city councilman. Okay, I mean, uh, this guy is not your average just dumbass. This is a smart man, an educated man who knows the Constitution probably better than any of us on here right now. My focus is the Second Amendment and the First Amendment. Them are the ones that I probably know the most about, to be honest with you. I know a little bit about the Fourth Amendment and the Fifth Amendment, a little bit about them all, but the Second and the First, them are the ones that carry the most weight with me. The Fourth Amendment, was put in to stop the redcoats from coming in and legal search and seizure of your home, of your privacy. Now, shouldn't you have that same privacy in your motor vehicle as you do in your home? See, that's, I think, what Eddie's point was, that it shouldn't matter from your house to your vehicle because your right to self-defense, it shouldn't change. According to him, there's a law in Michigan that that's how it's supposed to be. Like I said, I was hoping Eddie would be on here to elaborate and to explain to all of you I was just trying to get his story out here a little bit because this man is going through a lot of bull crap. A 2A rally and where? Um, where are you talking about having a 2A rally at in your area? Where are you from? No, I don't drink beer. I don't drink alcohol. Drinking a energy drink, a Rip It. Yeah, same with carrying a knife. Absolutely. I can strap my battle axe and open carry that. Uh, Done it at the Capitol in Lansing. But as soon as I put it in my vehicle, or if it's on me while I'm in my vehicle, yeah, that's a concealed weapon, I believe. Yeah, I believe you're right about that, buddy. Eddie is on his way home. Good shit. Midwest perspective. Good shit, brother. That's good to hear. Yeah, if nothing else pulls us together, this kind of crap should. Absolutely, Angie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because what could happen to one could happen to us all. You never know when you might need a little bit of help, you know? Pennsylvania. The last I knew, man, Pennsylvania, look up the Pennsylvania Lightfoot Militia. I believe they're still active. They seem to be like a pretty good group of guys. I've lost contact with them, but back in the day, a couple years ago, and seems like forever now, that Facebook and everything scrubbed everything and erased everything we ever done and all my contacts and yeah. But Lightfoot Militia, Pennsylvania, look into those guys. Um, do your own rally. I do my own rallies. Like there's always a big Second Amendment rally here in Michigan every year. I've been doing them. I've been to 15 of them now, 15 years straight, or 10 years straight. I'm sorry, but I started in 2015, so 10 years straight. But I've held probably five, six of my own rallies. Just do it. Just put it out there. Hey, I'm gonna be at such and such place at a such and such time, and I'm gonna exercise my Second Amendment right. I mean, it's all about just taking action. You don't need to wait for other people. Uh, Take charge sometimes and just go. Just put your head down and go. The painted weapons, I don't believe that passed here in Michigan. I don't believe. I will get in contact with 2A EDU. He's my go-to guy when it comes to all these laws and bills and everything getting passed and shoved down our throats here in Michigan. My hat's off to that man because I couldn't even imagine trying to read through all those bills and sit through all that nonsense that he does. Man, 2A EDU, hats off to you, brother. A Midwest perspective, do you have any idea on Eddie's arrival time? Do you know when he'll be home? What's all your guys' opinions on the Second Amendment? Copy that. Joe's gonna call him right now. Copy that. Cool, cool. Maybe we'll get Eddie on here yet, people. Yeah, I hope Eddie gets home and we can hear all about this robbery at Walmart as well. Oh man. But if you're just tuning in, we're talking about a guy named Eddie, who's a 17-year veteran who was pulled over due to improper tag, who had a pistol on his side, and was arrested for having a concealed weapon. He's facing 5 years in prison. Collector. Well, while we're on here, what's everybody's favorite everyday carry? For me personally, it's a Glock. Yeah, the Second Amendment limits what the government can do about firearms. Exactly. It's also always the state of the militia. The militia and the Second Amendment are the same. I mean, the word militia is the only word in our Constitution deemed necessary. Necessary, a must. Um, that's why, to me, when I started the militia, well, me and my two brothers and my other brother, we started this militia, MLM, Michigan Liberty Militia, back in 2015. We realized the importance of a free people, a people of brave men willing to go stand and face the monsters that are out there lurking, to stand up for the little guys. That's what we done. That's what we did. We allowed everybody to assemble peacefully. We ran security for many, many rallies. I ran security for Riley Gaines, for Kyle Rittenhouse, for Sheriff David Clark, Stephen Crowder. Like, I mean, I ran security for these people. Glock 43. Oh, nice. Yes, you are, brother. You were on stage with me right next to Rittenhouse. That was a fun day. That was a good time. It was hot as hell, and I got sunburned. I was badly sunburned after that rally. Oh yeah, we made the front page of a lot of things. Yeah, that is a cool picture of us still standing there with Rittenhouse. So that's real American. I know you was there too, brother Joe. You kept the security. You got the perimeter locked down, and I appreciate that because you allowed me to do what I do without having to worry about the perimeter. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone that's ever stood next to me at any of these rallies that I've been at. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I couldn't do what I do. To second-degree sunburn on her arm. Damn. Yeah, the Rittenhouse is a perfect example of a trial in justice. He's a hero. Absolutely. He's a hero in my book, too. And that's why I got him to sign my AR. I don't know. He was a little taken back, I believe, at the presence of the militia there that day. When we escorted him to the stage, the look on his face when all of us guys fully battle rattled, I think it kind of shocked him a little bit. But what do you expect when you come to Michigan? Michigan's always kind of led the way for the militia movement. Norm Ostrom back in the 90s, when I talked to him, it's been a long, long time ago, but he told me to be public, to be open. And that's why I've always been an open book. And that's why I've always uh, Just never tried to hide anything. I have nothing to hide. I do nothing illegal. Do I piss people off? Absolutely. Um, but sorry about your feelings. My rights don't end where your feelings begin. So I'm Harrison Ford. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. Eddie's getting on now. Awesome. Transparency always wins. Absolutely. If you're open about everything, then nothing you do can be taken out of context, or it's what it is. It's the truth. It's factual. It's right there. You can't debate it. That's why when all these haters and everybody used to attack me, I just sit back and laugh because I knew that eventually the truth was going to come out and they were going to have to eat a bunch of crow. And I hope that crow tasted really well. Okay, Eddie's on here now. John Q. Public. This is Eddie. Eddie, how are you doing tonight, brother? John Q. Public. That is Eddie. Eddie, why don't you tell the people a little bit? I touched on the topic that you're a 17-year veteran and you was pulled over for a tag that they considered to be unregistered, and you were carrying a firearm on your side, and they arrested you. Yeah, I heard that Walmart just got robbed. Explain to us what happened. Explain to us what happened with Walmart first. So Eddie, what happened at Walmart? Like, did somebody come in there with a gun? What happened? Okay, see these House bills that he's talking about. These are what I'm talking about, people, about the Michigan law where you shouldn't have to have a CPL to carry in your vehicle because it's an extension of your home. If that's how I took it, Eddie, anyways. I hope I'm right. I'm glad to have you on here, Eddie. I really am, man. Your story is amazing. It's sad, man. It's really sad what you're going through, brother. I really feel bad for you. I wish I could do more to help you. No, I'm not in a bunker. I'm in my pole barn. But it could work as a bunker, I guess. Okay, see John Q. Public, that's Eddie. Okay, his non-expiring plate tags for a combat veteran. I wish I could bring him on live, but I was telling him about how you were pulled over and surrounded, and how they took your weapon from you and your speed loaders, and basically stripped you of your rights. Now, Eddie, I don't think yeah, I know you're on here live, Bob, but I mean, brother, like bring you on where everybody could see you, where they could see you and talk to you and interact with you as well. Maybe we'll try that before Monday. Monday, when you go to court, are you looking at sentencing on Monday? Yeah, you was open carrying in plain view to see through your windows. Yeah. Now, what was the bill you were talking about in Michigan uh, that allows you to carry from home to your vehicle for self-defense and how it's an extension of your home? I believe you were telling me something like that on the phone. If you could just explain that. Yeah, I was telling him about how your attorney dropped you and you don't have any representation anymore. Um, the only lawyers I know, I already mentioned to you, and yeah, sorry about. I mean, it sucks when you're a disabled veteran and you can't even afford representation after 17 long years of service to this country. That's a shame. That's sickening. Uh, I wish I knew a good lawyer that would take your case, brother. I would definitely send them your way. But you know Catherine, you know Jim, you know the same people I do. Get people read Eddie's comments. John Q. Public. Read his comments. I'm just here to help get his story out there a little bit because what happened to him is very unconstitutional. What he's going through is ridiculous. This man is facing prison time for simply exercising his constitutional right uh, to self-defense. It's a shame. Okay, gotcha, Eddie. And I keep seeing a lot of messages popping up saying messages stop into a review. Must be a lot of people out here talking trash. I don't know how to even get rid of that because I'll let them talk trash. Okay, the law is based on the 1791 firearms regulations. Okay, you love me, Santa, huh? Oh, no, I'm a meth head, huh? Still have my teeth. Moron. People are dumb. I don't know why people get on here and make such stupid comments. You make yourself look so ignorant. But whatever, keep it coming. Right on, Eddie. People carried on horseback carriages for transportation. Absolutely. No, buddy. If I wanted it, man, you know nothing about me. I've had all the attention I could ever want. I've went international 9 times. I went national. I don't know how many times. I've been on countless news articles. I've been on front pages of. Man, don't get out of here with that attention bullshit. Oh, if I wanted attention. If I wanted attention, I'd get attention. Trust me on that. It's not hard for me to get attention. I'm in Indiana. I open carry everywhere I go. Hell yeah. You judge, I judge it. What the hell does that mean? You're a moron? What? Yeah, it's about freedom. First Amendment, just like this clown on here. He has a right to say what he wants to say. I don't care what he thinks. It ain't gonna affect me. I'm not gonna lose a bit of sleep over it. I've been trolled by the best of them. So there's nothing anybody can do or say about me to get me riled up anymore. Google firearms carry. Man, that's going fast. Okay, these comments are starting to come in again. Do I sound upset? Oh, yeah, you don't know nothing about me. Man, I'd come to any block. That's what people don't understand about me. I've put myself in all the most dangerous situations you can put yourself in. I've done it. I've been there. I mean, my real name is Phil Robinson. I mean, I'm not ashamed of who I am or what I've done. You want to know more about me? All you haters on here, whatever, Google Phil Robinson, Michigan Liberty Militia. Go ahead. Go ahead, Google it. That's why I say if this, I don't need attention. I can get attention. I'm trying to help Eddie out here. Okay, Eddie's writing something else now about carry permits being unconstitutional. I agree with you. We shouldn't need permission slips to exercise our rights. Not at all. What do I think about World War III? Uh, I think it's only a matter of time because, like I said, history repeats itself. But let's focus on Eddie. Let's focus on his story. We're talking about a 17-year veteran who is facing prison time for simply exercising his constitutional right to open carry. Disarm the Democrats. No, I believe they even have a right to own firearms. No, see, move if you don't like it. See, I used to hear people in Michigan say that I'm going to move to Florida because their gun laws are more relaxed. Bullshit. You can't even open carry in Florida. At least here in Michigan, you can open carry. There's no escaping it, people. So we got to fix it. We got to end the infringements. We got to end it all. Okay, yep. By the way, a person can get a constitutional carry in Michigan by getting a New Hampshire non-resident permit. That's coming from Eddie, John Q. Public. Okay, Oklahoma has made day law. Yeah, some states might have a little more lax gun laws. They probably do. Some probably do. Uh, but they're still not uh, Second Amendment friendly states where um, you can just possess your firearms as a law-abiding citizen. Oh, that's all right, man. Don't worry about the trolls. Let them troll me. It's all good. It's all good. The people that need to hear this message, The ones who truly care, you'll hear it, and the trolls or whatever, just let them do them. Let them be who they are. Okay, I think what Eddie's talking about is the permitless carry permit is no training, no photo, no fingerprints for $100 for 5 years. But Eddie, I think people want to know. I want to know because I forgot to ask you this on the phone. Um, Monday, when you go to trial, when you go to court, are you facing sentencing that day? Yes, Angela, that's what he is saying. Yes, he is. Absolutely. So Eddie, so what you're saying is that uh, I know the attorney dropped your case, but yeah, he's dropping your representation. But Monday, are you facing sentencing or when's your next court date or anything like that? Okay, the next trial date is February 19th. Okay, so we can definitely redo this video then. Be way more in depth and more in detail, and you can explain some of these things better to us, to me, over the phone too, if you would like. Um, I think you're an outstanding guy, Eddie. I met you in Hillsdale. You seem like a very genuine person. I know you're very educated. I can tell that from speaking to you on the phone tonight. Yeah, you can put a website on here if you can. Absolutely, go for it. Yeah, Eddie, you share what you want, brother. Share what you want. Say what you want. Type what you want. Um, get it out here for people to know. I mean, you can educate us all. You know these bills. You know these. You know more. You know a lot. We all have something to learn. We all have something to lose. So I mean, we can learn a lot from each other if we listen to each other instead of judging each other all the damn time. Just imagine if we could all get along, maybe then we could see some real change in our country. Well, I don't censor any of my comments on YouTube on here at all, so it's not coming from me. Okay, I might be able to share that website, Eddie, after this. I can we was talking earlier, I can reach out to my Sheriff Darley for you. Um, Give him your pass along your number if you're okay with that, and see if he'll reach out to you if you don't already have his number. Now you got to remember here, people, we're talking about a 17-year veteran who is facing 5 years in prison for exercising his Second Amendment right. Nothing more. A disabled veteran at that. There's still a lot of patriots out there, I believe. I certainly hope so. I'll copy that, Eddie. I will pass his number along if you don't mind. I guarantee he'll call you back. Darza, an outstanding man. He's genuine too. He's the real deal. I mean, when your sheriff will stand with you on stage and your militia, you know you got a constitutional sheriff who looks out for his people. Yeah, looks like all the trolls went away. They must have Googled me and said, hell yeah. It's funny how people shut up when they learn the truth. Yeah, everything about what's happening to Eddie is wrong. And it could happen to any of us. I mean, luckily all these laws didn't get passed here in Michigan about carrying around voters boxes and dropping boxes during voters. That shit was so confusing. You could have been breaking a law and not even realized it. But see, I think that's what they're trying to do by design is confuse people, confuse us Second Amendment supporters, uh, and just simply make it where it's too irritating or too aggravating to even want to mess with anymore. Because they'll never come right out and ban our and take our weapons. They're never gonna just do an all-out ban because that would rile up all of us at once. But what they'll do is they'll chip away at it bit by bit, little by little, just to rile up a few at a time. And then that'll die down, and then they'll rile up with a few more, you know. So that's how they work. That's how that's gonna work. That's how that works. I mean, that's why you have to have a permission slip to have an SBR or a suppressor, um, things of that nature. They make it just harder for you to exercise your constitutional rights. Sometimes it feels like you're living in a twilight zone. I'll agree with that. Um, but who do we blame? How did we get here? How did our rights become second nature? How did we become second class citizens to the elite? By being compliant, by allowing politicians and lobbyists to take over, to dictate to the rest of us how we are supposed to live. They think they know how and what is best for each and every one of us. And that does not sit well with me. Oh, you're fine, Eddie. You're good, brother. We still got, looks like 36 people on here. So take your time, brother. I'll go until my battery dies on my phone if I have to. Brainwashed. Brain dead circus. We could be living in a simulation. Who knows? All I know is if we keep allowing them to strip away our rights little by little, eventually we're not going to have any, which is not going to probably affect me or some of you if you're my age. But if you're my age, you have kids, I'm sure, or grandchildren that it's going to affect. And that's a scary thought to think that my grandchildren might be living under communism or even worse. I mean, look at how bad a shape this country is in right now. Do you see it getting better anytime soon? I don't. Oh, I definitely believe we have more laws than rights anymore. Absolutely. Okay, Eddie's commented again. Yeah, we probably have a stack of gun laws this tall when there should be any. Call six. Every person has the right to keep and bear arms for the defense of himself and his estate. With the Civil Rights Act of, I can't read that, Eddie, 1964, I believe. Is that what that says? I just want to give a big shout out to all of you who are still watching. This has been a long video. I know that sometimes it's hard to have this kind of attention span for this long of time, but this topic is important because what's happening to Eddie is it's bullshit. Okay, Eddie, history of the racist black hole. People, I encourage you to read John Q. Public's comments on here because that is actually Eddie himself speaking or typing. I mean, if you guys all think gun laws our bullshit, man, give a comment like yeah or something. Keep this video going. Hopefully there will be no martial law. Yeah, because then we lose all of our rights if martial law is imposed. Uh, yeah, that would not be a good thing at all. At all. But it could happen. Who knows? I'm not sure if how many of you remember when Katrina happened and they went and started confiscating people's weapons um, after the Hurricane Katrina. I mean, they've done it before, people. So don't think that they won't do it again. They'll tell you it's for your own good, but it's actually for your own demise. Yeah, FEMA camps are a real thing. Um, I don't trust FEMA. I mean, back to the Katrina, look how long it took them to get water to the Superdome for the people. The government does what it does and does how it does it for a reason. Okay, Eddie, when you worked in law enforcement, I never did one firearm charge on one citizen, never. That's because you're a real constitutionalist. You understand the rights are given to us by God or our creator, not by man. Man don't give us nothing. I don't answer to man. I don't answer to men or women. What training did you take, Eddie? CPA training? I'm not sure what that is, brother. Oh, under Richard Mack. Okay. Uh, he was supposed to come to one of our rallies, wasn't he? Richard Mack? I believe he was. I think he was supposed to be at that Rittenhouse rally. I say keep guns everywhere and ammo everywhere. Only time you can have too much ammo is if you're trying to swim or if you're on fire. Other than that, you can never have too much ammo. Okay, the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association. Copy that, brother. Yeah, see, Eddie was running for sheriff. Eddie was a city councilman. He's a 17-year veteran, disabled veteran at that. But yet they want to harass this man and threaten to take away 5 years of his life for simply exercising his Second Amendment. You know, them sound like all good guys right there, Eddie. See, it's important to get to know your sheriff as well, people, because your county sheriff actually holds the true power. Um, you vote for your sheriff. He's an elected official. He's not just given a job and a gun and a badge and told, go enforce these laws. No, you vote for your sheriff. Your sheriff holds more power than uh, than most people think. That's why I support my sheriff 100%, because he supports me in what I do 100%. Anybody have anything they'd like to add to this? Any concerns, insight, uh, some negative comments, anything? It's a living document, absolutely, but it is being strangled. Oh, right there you go, Eddie. That's probably why you were targeted. You were probably going to be made an example of, or set to be made an example of. Because that does happen. Has anybody else had anything like this happen to them, or know of anybody that has been arrested or anything like that for exercising their Second Amendment rights? How many of you heard of the Battle of Athens, Tennessee? No, I do not watch that, Eddie. But I will look into them and try to sub. I'll be right back, people. All right, I put my phone on the charger. Well, I like seeing the comment section being active. Oh, red flag laws. Red flag laws are where somebody can make an accusation about you, and a judge can issue the police to come remove your firearms to make sure you're not a threat to yourself or others. Red flag laws are bullshit. It's weaponization against the Second Amendment. Pretty much anybody could make allegations about you and never have to appear in court or anything. I'm trying to scroll down and see if I see some more of these comments. But I will get better at doing these live videos, people. I will definitely get better at it. I'll bring more guests on. Because if I can't be out there rallying and fighting for I2A, maybe I can help educate and build some friendships here on YouTube. Because we got to be able to reach out and communicate with each other. Now, I know if the grid ever goes down, we're not going to have this, but we have it right now, so we might as well utilize it. The people have a right to assemble and voice their grievances against the government. It's our First Amendment right. Okay? When people used to ask me all the time, why do you wear body armor? Why do you carry an AR-15? Well, one, I'm supporting my Second Amendment. Two, I'm exercising my First Amendment to freedom of expression. And they didn't understand that. I'm allowed to dress and say, I'm allowed to dress how I want to dress. I'm allowed to speak what I want to speak. And I'm allowed to carry what I want to carry. That's what being a free human being means. The ability to do what you want as long as you are not causing nobody else harm. I don't hate dogs. Not at all. I used to have a Western European Shepherd named Odin. He was a beautiful dog. Yes, people, good people for decades have been harassed and some even murdered for exercising their Second Amendment. Roy Finicum being one of them. Now, Eddie, I gotta stop you here for a second, brother. I know you got it in quotations. I know you wasn't carrying a assault rifle. There's no such thing as an assault rifle. Okay, assault is an action. It's a verb. Okay, there's no such thing as an assault weapon. Now, I have to disagree with you on that. There's no such thing. That's made up bullshit by the government to make people think that firearms are scary. Assault weapons do not exist. There's no such thing. I just want to make that perfectly clear. That bugs me. My AR-15 is not an assault rifle. An M4 is not an assault rifle. It's a rifle. One is semi-automatic and one is fully automatic. That's the only difference. Okay, copy that, brother. Sorry, man, but I hate when people use terminologies like that. Assault weapon or an assault rifle. No, there's no such thing as that. Guns do not kill people. Guns do not kill people. People kill people. A gun's an object. It cannot do anything on its own. Okay, get that straight, people. A gun is just an object. It's a tool. It's hatred and mental illness in people that kill people. More people probably die from McDonald's food than they ever will from firearm related uh, bullshit. I know more people are killed in the United States with a hammer than they are with a firearm. Do you think the murder rates went down in all these countries who banned guns? No, they're just using knives and clubs and bats or whatever else they can get their hands on. Yeah, when people say assault weapons or assault rifles, that's ah, are you a wizard? What? I don't know, maybe. I might be. Yeah, knife attacks, acid attacks. I mean, if people are looking to do harm, they're gonna find a way to do it. You can't ban everything. I mean, I say just take the warning labels off everything and let nature take its course. Oh, said that the judge said that the Second Amendment does not exist in her courtroom. What kind of judge is that? Wow, that is dangerous right there, people. That is a judge telling you that she does not believe in the oath she swore upon. We have a lot of oath breakers, a lot of oath breakers running our country and imposing laws on us, free people. But are we even free anymore? I ask myself that every day. I keep telling myself I'm free, but am I really a free person? I don't know. How free do all of you feel? Or do you feel the weight of your shackles getting heavier and heavier? That is radical. Absolutely. She said that. But see, them are the type of people that are in power right now who are dictating to us how we should live our lives and how we should act and how we need to be and how we need to look. You know, no, I don't agree with that at all. I believe in individualism. I believe everybody is unique for their own reason, their own purpose. Yeah, it's kind of like Germany. Okay, Eddie, the judge. Oh, we got a guy talking about how we are giving 40 to 60 million per week to the Taliban. Yes, that is actually facts. That's true. That's not made up. Our government is funding the Taliban, giving them 40 to 60 million dollars a week. Not to mention all the military equipment we left over in Afghanistan. So basically, what you're saying, Eddie, is she said it was similar to what the judge said to Dexter Taylor in New York. Okay. See, these judges have it wrong. But you know what? They think they're all powerful and almighty because in reality, they are. Yeah, and we giving money to Israel, Ukraine. It's all a joke. It's all. Oh, that's a whole nother topic, people. That's another live video we can do because that one will make me rant. Yeah, we'll send all this money overseas for wars, but won't take care of people here at home, like homeless veterans. Instead, they'll harass them and threaten them with prison time for exercising their constitutional right. Absolutely, Angela. We are paying for our own demise. We pay for our own shackles. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's how come the monsters got so big and out of control because it's not limited. I don't know much about that, Eddie. I'll have to do a little research or I'll get that from you. Well, I keep seeing all these messages popping up saying must be reviewed. 4 mil last year for retired veterans and something like a trillion to Ukraine. Yeah, see, it's priorities are ass backwards. Are you really from Russia? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Last comment. You Americans seem chill. Come live in Russia. Please live traditional way. Yes, Eddie, I know everything you are saying can be verified. Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. Well, a shout out to the guy on here from Russia. Uh, hey, I don't support what the U.S. and all these other countries are doing by supplying weapons to Ukraine. I don't agree with it. Living in Russia don't sound bad right now. I mean, our school systems are teaching Marxism. So, I mean, we're just a few steps away from communism. So, do you guys all know that we are not a democracy, that we are a constitutional republic? Yeah, I hate the word democracy too. I hate, oh, we're a democracy. No, no, we're not. We are a constitutional republic. It's not where the majority rules, the mass rules. That's a democracy. We are not that. We are a constitutional republic. Democracy, code word for socialism. Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, don't believe anything you see on the TV. See, that's why it's important for people like me to be able to reach more people because I don't listen to the news. I don't listen to I come to my own conclusions and I do my own research and then I decipher between what I believe is real and what's not. I'll just hanging out, Ryan, having a good time. What's up with you, brother? Glad you tuned in. We're talking about Eddie here, who is a 17-year veteran who is facing felony gun charges for open carrying in a vehicle without having a permission slip. John Q. Public in here on the comments is actually Eddie. I mean, I know so many of my fellow Americans. They claim they love their Second Amendment, but I don't think they truly understand what the Second Amendment is. I appreciate that. I am a warrior. I pride myself on that because you know, not to get off topic, but that's what helped drive me to start a militia and to do the things that I've done over the last decade was because I didn't see nobody else doing it. So I thought, hey, I can make a change. We can make a change, and we were, and we still can, and we will continue. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine living in the city right now. There's no way. When I hear from talk to my brother Jeff, he's not my real brother, but I consider him a brother. He lives over there in Detroit on the east side. He tells me these crazy stories. It's like, damn. Yeah, I live out in the country. I'm on the west side of the state. But if you're from Michigan, if anybody from Michigan is listening, just type the word Michigan in so I know who's all from Michigan right now. Because the Michigan people is who I need to gain alliance with right now, to get in contact with for these upcoming rallies and so forth. Um, but you outer staters are welcome too. Back in the day, I used to have people from Pennsylvania, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, all come up to help me out with some of these rallies. And that was the good old days when other militia groups from out of state would contact me and ask me if they could come help out. Never turned down help. That was met a lot of awesome patriots, a lot of awesome people. Texas. It seems like Texas would have a very large militia presence down there. Every state should have multiple militias. See, I think in order for the militia to work, we need to fly under one banner instead of multiple groups like we had here in Michigan. But it all worked here in Michigan because we all knew each other and trusted each other. I mean, it could work that way, but to fly with one banner with one message and one voice, to me that'd make more of a statement. Right on, Eddie. Okay, you guys reading Eddie's comments here? John Q. Public. Yeah, Canada is yeah. How do all my Canadian people feel? All you Canadians, how do you feel about losing your gun rights? How do you feel that Trudeau just wiped away your right to self-defense? Oh, absolutely, Eddie. This is great information, brother. I just hope people are reading your comments. They're very good and very informational. You are providing great intel. Um, People just need to go through and read these comments. John Q. Public, because that's actually Eddie, the man we are talking about tonight. The Canadians have no gun law, no gun rights. Uh, can you own an automatic gun? Yeah, if you want to pay a tax stamp, if you want to pay for a permission slip, absolutely, you can own fully auto. To me, that's just a waste of ammunition, though. See, Eddie was in the original Gulf War from 1990 to 1991. You you can't own full auto. Can't. Oh, I didn't think so. Handguns are for cops in Canada, right? I have no idea. I don't pay that much attention to Canada and their laws. I just heard what a Canadian prepper said about it. So absolutely, your first best weapon is your mind. Absolutely, make your mind your sharpest weapon you have. I served in Somalia Operation Restore Hope in 1993. Man, Eddie, you are an amazing guy, man. Thank you for your service and all your sacrifices that you've made for all of us. I appreciate it. I appreciate all our veterans. Known quite a few of them. Met quite a few veterans over the years. A lot of Marines. I met a lot of Marines. A lot of devil dogs. all wars are insane. Ain't it funny how the rich send the poor to fight their battles? That's how it works. See, nobody wants to fight their own battles anymore. They send other people to do it. That's why I've always led by example. I've always let my actions do the speaking for me because I never asked anybody to do anything I wasn't willing to do myself. And I think that's why I got the respect of a lot of people. Yep, 17 years in, brother. That is a long time to serve in our military. Not to mention that you was blown up by a IED, and now you're disabled. So you sacrificed a whole lot for this country just to turn around and be stripped away, be stripped away, to have your rights stripped away from you, to face prison time for simply following the Constitution of the United States without a permission slip. That's very sad. Well, people, it looks like I'm going to have about 10 minutes left on here or so. For some reason, my phone is not charging. So I'm going to give it another 10 minutes or so before this phone dies. So, Eddie, if you have stuff to say, please get it out there. And I'll let this go until my phone dies, so people can read the comments. I don't understand why I can't save all these live comments when I post a video. When I end it, all these comments disappear that are live. I'm still trying to figure out how to keep the comments, but haven't figured that out yet. But we're going to go for about another 10 minutes or so. I'd like to thank you all for watching, being patient. Yes, Eddie, I will look into all these bills and everything you are sharing. So, it's kind of funny how all the trolls that were on here earlier just vanished. Oh, as soon as I said something, look at that. Santa Claus again. How about Odin? I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for helping me get the word out there to help Eddie. That's what we need to do. We need to help each other, look out for each other. This world would be a whole different place if we had more morals and integrity. A lot of people don't even know what the word integrity means anymore. But it's not their fault, all of them, because our public school systems have failed miserably. No, I will not give up my guns. It's not a free country. It's a free country as long as I have my Second Amendment. North Georgia, what's up, brother? How you doing? Glad to have you in here. Yes, Eddie, I know those are very important. Uh, Everything we've talked about is important tonight. Should be important to all of us. Getting over a mean ass stomach bug, man. I hope hope you got a speedy recovery from that, because that ain't no fun. Well, before I end this, I'm going to give it a few more minutes, but just to recap, we're talking about Eddie. I can't pronounce your last name, man. I forgot again. I'm sorry, brother. But a man who is a 17-year veteran um, is facing 5 years in prison for carrying a concealed weapon in his van, all because he didn't have a permission slip, a CPL, here in the state of Michigan to exercise his Second Amendment right. All right, there's Eddie's real name. I just have a hell of a time pronouncing that. But I did meet Eddie down in Hillsdale last August at a 2A rally. I only spoke to him for a few minutes, I believe. I was pretty busy that day. But I'm glad we got to connect and hook up and do this tonight, Eddie. I hope this helps you in some way. I hope this helps educate people in some way. Yeah, Google you how such a bad person you are. Yeah, I can totally relate to that. I had Fox 17 News on television label me the leader of the Wolverine Watchmen. Even though I had my Michigan Liberty Militia patch on and gave the same interview to the same journalist, and they still used my image and portrayed me as a leader of the Wolverine Watchmen. I wish I could find an attorney to take on my case for libel and slander on my name, because my name has been ran through the mud more than most. But in the end, I've come out squeaky clean. So Eddie, you got anything else? Post it up, buddy. My phone's at 7% right now, so I'm gonna have to end this real soon. I want to thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate all of you. Um, if you ain't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It'll help motivate me. The more people I see, uh, the more I believe my message will get out. Besides, let's give YouTube the middle finger, because I'm not going to monetize my channel, and I'm not going to allow them to make money off me. I mean, they might make money off these, I don't know, but I'm not going to monetize my channel so they can definitely make money off me and promote my videos. That's why I need all of you. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that's with me, or at least agrees with me on some topics. Like, you don't have to like me or any of that. Just support your Second Amendment, and we'll get along just fine. Got your back. That's great to know, because, in all honesty, people, I have all your backs. When it comes right down to it, as an American citizen, I will look out for the best interest of all. And preserving our Second Amendment is probably the most important thing we can save as Americans. We need it. We must have our Second Amendment. We are the last quote unquote free country in the world, other than Switzerland. They have it right. They don't even have a standing army. They have militia, where everybody in the country is military. They train every day. The government supplies them with a G-36 and ammo, and you must be willing to defend your country. I mean, I think that's how it should be. Poor man one. Give up guns, give up on country. Exactly. If you give up on your guns, you're giving up on your country. That's the way I look at it. Just remember, people, you're never going to keep nothing that you're not willing to fight for. Eddie, you can get more info, or you can ask a few questions real quick, brother. I'm going to give this another 3 minutes. Or we can redo this Monday after you have to go to court. Okay, the trial date is February 19th, 2025, 8 a.m. Send me the courthouse and the location, man, and maybe I can bring some people up there to support you. Or I know some people on the east side of the state, or maybe, who knows? I can put this out there for you, brother. I don't have as large a following as I used to, but I can do my best. All right, people. Well, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to end this video. I appreciate you all watching and taking time out of your day or night to listen to me and Eddie. I wish Eddie could have been live with me, but John Q. Public. This man, let's wish him the best. Let's wish him some good luck, and let's hope this don't happen to anybody else. Because this shouldn't happen to citizens of the United States of America. They shouldn't have to live under fear of tyranny and tyrants. 1776 all the way. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a good night. Look forward to doing this again. And Eddie, I will give you a call tomorrow, brother. Take care.